And when he does get down on one knee, let's hope that he spends his money wisely on that engagement ring. Yes, it is proposal season, and a lot of grooms want to pop the question, but the real question these days for them is, how do I do it without blowing the bank account? WeddingChannel.com's deputy editor, Summer Krecky, is here. She's got some recession-friendly engagement ring trends, actually, that all the brides-to-be are just going to love. Welcome back, Summer.
Thanks. It's great to be here.
It's good to be here. Let's talk about this first. Let's get it out in the way. How much is the average engagement ring these days, so the guys can take notes?
Well, it sounds really low for where we are, but the average is about $4,225. Okay. So that is quite a bit of chunk of change. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're out shopping, because if you don't have that amount of money, or you have a little bit more, there's a little wiggle room involved.
Exactly, and you don't want to have that shock when you go out there looking for them.
Definitely not.
So you've brought a couple of different types of rings. They're recession-friendly types of rings. The first one is alternative metals, you know?
Right, alternative metals. Now, the thing that you need to keep in mind when we're talking about wedding rings, everybody thinks it's all platinum and white gold, or even regular gold. But with the recession right now, platinum or regular gold, it's very expensive. So if you want to cut corners, a good idea is to think of something like palladium. These are both by Todd Reed. They're used palladium. They're very similar to regular white platinum, but they cost 75% less, which is great.
75%?
75% less. Great.
Big difference. Okay.
But if you're a traditionalist, great idea. White gold, 45% less than platinum. So it's a good idea, and no one will be the wiser.
Okay. Now, simple settings. I like these. They're very classy and, you know, elegant, but they're very simple, though.
There's been a call since the recession, sort of like reining back into simple, chic times. So we're not going to see so much of the micro pave settings that we've seen in the past. So this is a really traditional setting, less bells and whistles, so it means a lower price tag on everything.
Speaking of less bells and whistles, so to speak, I have a lot of friends now that are doing this. They're combining their engagement ring with their wedding band. Still have a lot of diamonds in them, but you're saving money that way?
It's your idea of having dual bling. Instead of just buying the engagement ring and then buying the wedding band, you're actually combining two in one. These are actually from Takori, and the idea here is they're going to be more expensive than your engagement ring, so be prepared for that, but you're saving money in the long run, but you're getting a wider band, more diamonds, rows of it, etc. So it's a really great idea as long as you're modern and can handle that.
Exactly. Now, rough cuts. Talk about these here for us.
I love rough cuts. I can't tell you how much I do. The idea behind rough cuts is it's what it is. It's rough, it's uncut, it's unpolished, it's very organic, it's perfect for the eco-conscious bride, but at the same time, it's not quite as expensive as regular diamonds. Okay. So you can actually find a small one. These rings are actually from the Clay Pot in Park Slope, Brooklyn, for about $600.
Wow.
So that's a great starting point.
And then the colored gemstones, you say that you can get a bigger stone, but for less money.
Definitely. The big bling is in, and this is for the brides that really want to make their ring pop.
Okay.
So the idea of colored gemstones actually goes back to the whole Art Deco movement of the 1920s. We saw a lot of emerald, rubies, sapphires back then. So now what we're seeing is all of those plus more.
Summer, if you could give us one good tip that you just would not know if you're going out there ring shopping, what would it be?
Shy away from a full carat. I know most brides will say, oh my God, I need to have that full carat ring. Nobody's going to notice but your jeweler. And the bottom line is the difference between a 1 carat and a 0.9 carat is $1,000.
And a heart attack for the guy who's buying it.
And that's a huge savings that you can't overlook.
Thanks so much, Summer. And if you go to our website, better.tv, you'll see that we've also found other ways to save money and have that perfect wedding on a budget. You've got to check it out.
Thanks for watching Better.tv. For more stories like the one you just saw, catch the television program Better every weekday. Check your local TV listings to see if Better airs in your city.